Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the last video for today. I'm sorry, we have 3 videos, but this is pretty easy, so hopefully you're getting it. This time what we're going to do is we'll write an equation. I'm going to give you the absolute value and function, and you're going to write the equation for me. So we need to know a couple of things. We first need to know what is the vertex. And so where is my vertex? Is here. So my vertex is at -1, 2. What's my slope? So I go up 1 and over 1. So my slope is 1, and it's positive. So therefore, the equation is, so remember the form of the equation is y is equal to a x minus h plus k. So my equation is y equals 1, because that's my slope. X minus -1 will be plus 1 plus 2. Okay? Here's h, here's k. So my domain, my range, since I started at 2, my range goes from 2 to infinity. And my solutions are none, because it never crosses the x-axis. Okay? Excuse me. So let me do another one with you. Sorry, I don't know why that did that. Okay, so now my vertex is here. So my vertex is -3. Excuse me. -2. My slope, I went down 1 and over 1, so my slope is negative. And I know my slope is negative because my absolute value is upside down. So then the equation is, remembering this equation, y is equal to -1, and we don't have to write the 1, x minus -3, which would make it x plus 3 minus 2. What is the domain? My range, since my smallest y value is -3, my range goes from -infinity to -3. And again, there are no solutions because it does not cross the x-axis. All right, let me do one more with you. So my vertex here is 3, 2. I just lied and no one said anything. My vertex is 2, 3. My slope, I went down 2 and over 1, so my slope is -2. I know it's negative because the function is reflected over the y-axis. So my equation is y is equal to -2, absolute value, x minus 2, x plus 2. I'm sorry, it's x minus h, so it's x minus 2. Sorry about that. X minus 2 plus 3. My domain is always -infinity and infinity. My range, since I started at 3, it goes from -infinity to 3. That should be a bracket. That should have been a bracket here. Okay? So, now, what is my solution? Now, my solution is a little hard to tell here because it's somewhere between 3 and 4. So my slope was 2, so that means that this should be halfway in between. So my slope is, my solutions are -1/2 and 3/2, 3.5. Because my slope was 2, so that means if I went down 1, I had to go over 1/2. Okay? All right, what I'd like for you to do is pause the video and do the last 3 and come back and we'll work these together. Okay, welcome back. I'm just going to kind of quickly go over these. So my vertex was -2, -3. My slope is 1, and then I went over 1, 2. So my slope is 1/2, and it's positive. Went up 1 over 2. So that makes my equation 1/2 x plus 2 minus 3. My domain, the range, the smallest y is 3. So it goes from -3 to infinity. And my solution is, I can't see. Well, let's see what it's going to do. It's going to go up 1 and over 2. So up 1 and over 2 would take us to -8. And over here, up 1 over 2, up 1 would take us to 2. And then over 2 would take us to 5. Those are estimates. If I gave you this on the test, I would give you a graph that's a little easier to read. All right, so my vertex here is 1, 0. My slope is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope is 3 over 4. My equation there is y is equal to, it's negative because it's upside down, 3/4 absolute value of x minus 1. And there's no, we could say plus 0, but we never do. Negative infinity, infinity. My range goes from negative infinity to 0. And that's a parenthesis and that's a bracket. My solution, it only crosses the x-axis in one place, and that is at 1. All right, last one. My vertex is 0, -2. My slope is 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope is, I ran 1 and I rose 4, so 4 over 1. Okay, and my graph keeps changing. My equation then is going to be y is equal to 4 absolute value of x minus 0 minus 2. Domain, range, we started at -2, so we go from -2 to infinity. And my solutions are, now, it's a little hard to see that, but since we started at -2 and we are going to run up 4, we're halfway there, so I would say that that's a half. So it's -1/2 and 1/2. And there we go. All right, so that was a quick video. Make sure you do your homework tonight. It's listed on Google Classroom.